Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light, giving all my heart to you? Uh-oh. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh. I am done. I will stay to find every hidden sign, taking all my roads to you. Uh-oh. And I will fight, I will come to life, calling for all your lights, giving my light back to you. Uh-oh. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh. And I've been carried, I've been dragged, and I've been lucky, torn inside. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. I'm coming home. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost.
Check. Is this thing on? You guys remember the day when I used to talk and there was no music, no sound? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being alive. Can I get a yes? We made it through another night. We're alive for another day. We're ready to take the market by storm. If you were in my trading group, then you saw us play Bitcoin up on the 15-minute. Then you saw us call a short last night at about 10, 11 o'clock, and the market would dump, and we would nail it yet again. Shout out to my lifers. Shout out to my lifers taking money out the market, beating down the market maker. Appreciate each and every one of you just doing what the fundamentals tell us to do, staying with the fundamentals, just staying on point. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much. Get hyped, get ready, get excited for the greatest show in all of YouTube. Let's go. Can I get a yes, baby? Let's keep it moving. Shout out to each and every one of you. The energy cannot be contained. The energy cannot be contained. I'm coming like a freight train, baby. I'm coming like a freight train. Let's go. I will not be denied. The lifers will come. We will buy every house overlooking the water. We will take over. We will have wonderful lives. We will plant beautiful farms. We will grow our own food. We will take advantage of the opportunities provided by the desolate, and we will make it no matter what. We will rise out of the ashes like a phoenix, and we will begin to control this earth with the beauty, the love, and the love frequency, the strongest frequency in the world. Love is the strongest frequency. Can I get it? I love you. 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 You, and you. I love you all. Love every single one of you. Put the lemon into the water. Please put the lemon in the water. It's not that hard. Don't be afraid of the lemon. Whatever you do, don't clone alone. All right? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for being part of the live stream. We have Ethereum Classic banging on. We got a lot to talk about. Let's share my screen. Let's drink that lemon water together in the doing damage mug. I got 40 mugs coming. 40. I'll order another 40. I got 40 mugs coming. Let's do it. Ah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, let's get it moving. Let's get into the chat, shall we? Stop wasting time. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live, and I appreciate you all for coming on and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Without your time, you can't do anything. Everything in life is a trade. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones just to get you kind of spicy. So right off the bat, the Dow is entering an overbought region of the 1 hour. What we need is a break. But look, we have a shoulder. We have a head. We have a right shoulder. The measured move of this, and I've seen this many times, it can be twisted, flipped, all different ways. It does not matter. Why are we going over the Dow? You guys say he's not a stock trader. Why is he going over the Dow? I could trade circles around the stock traders. The idea is this. Bitcoin has been heavily correlated to the Dow and the S&P. If the Dow takes a dump today, it's going to definitely correlate into Bitcoin. So I just kind of want to start off with the Dow Jones. And so what we need here is the 50-minute to be oversold. It's not. 50 minutes cooked and at resistance. So look, if you see this clearly, you kind of had a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there. That was your neckline. It did break out. Hit the measured move. Let me show you what I mean by that. Like, I know you don't believe me, but look, this was a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. They can see that. These crazy, algorithms, they can see things that you would never believe. And, like, there's your measured move, and then you twist it. I mean, it's basically, you might have been a little more, but that's it. Most people wouldn't have seen that, but I do. What I also see from that is it's a falling wedge that broke out and broke back in. The head of the inverted head and shoulder is where they go and get people to stop hunts. I'm starting to piece this whole story together. Look, here's the shoulder, there's the head. That's the stop hunt. That's when they wreck all the leverage traders. Bounce the price back up. Get everybody enticed and run them back down again. There's always shorts to be had here. They're always going after a short or two or a long. You see? The market maker wants to crush your stop loss. That's what he does. Okay? So look, resistance. There's an M. M patterns break to the downside. Yes, now we're in a rising wedge for the Dow Jones. Okay? So look, I'm going to delete all my work because it's a mess. We're going to just make it really easy and clear for you to understand. All right? For the Dow, if you're trading stocks, where I don't know why you are. If you're not a crypto lifer, you're slipping. You are slipping. But that's why I made my crew, because my crew, if I went to a normal person back there, you trade stocks, and I'd look at them like, you kind of, they'd look at me like being rude. So, but we all know, man, we're the lifers. We don't have to talk like that in our group because we already all made the decision. We already made the decision to become crypto lifers. My name alone tells you what I'm about. I'm a crypto lifer. Don't talk to me about those stocks. Get away from me with those stocks. However, they're correlating us lately, and we have to deal with it. So look, this is a falling wedge on the daily. I did say we would get a bounce here. Remember when the daily was oversold? We had a little bit of bullish divergence here. What is bullish divergence? When price action has a swing low to another swing low, and you draw a downward trajectory. I would match it right there, but I'd be touching the trend, And then the RSI has an upward trajectory. Bullish divergence. You must learn your bullish divergences. Look how this bullish divergence called this bottom here. Beautifully. And it's all about the RSI and the price action. I juxtapose the two. You don't need market cipher. You don't need the green dots. You don't need any of that. This is market cipher. Market cipher will give you the green dots even here. We flip out market cipher B, and I love Crypto Face, and I love the whole crew. I'm not hating. I just want to make it really clear. Some people are trying to I'm just showing you how some people don't have $1,500 to spend. I'm just trying to save people money. Green dot. It was the bullish divergence right here. See? You had a swing down, a swing down. So all you need to know is your divergences. Get your divergence cheat sheet, right? Study, study, study. And you won't need to rely on green dots ever again. You won't. You know what I'm saying? There's more going on in market cipher. It's a far more complex thing than just green dots. But a lot of the beginners just think, oh, a green dot. And so I just want beginners to understand you don't need to spend $1,500 to understand where divergence is. You can do it yourself. However, I'm not putting down market cipher. Market cipher is amazing, has its own ins and outs. And shout out to Face and the team that made it. I just want to make that really clear. I can have my own opinion without hating. Everyone thinks you're hating when you have your own opinion. It's just not true. I can have my own opinion. And when I first got in, I didn't realize that you could find a divergences like this. And I would have thought the green dots were just gold, and I didn't know they were divergences. So I'm just trying to show people some information. Look, there's a green dot right there at our divergence. You see? So it's every time. So basically it's a beautiful divergence indicator. The green dot really finds the divergences for you. Really, really nice. So just putting that out there. I own market cipher, A, B, and SR. Just want to make it clear, paid the whole money for the package, So I'm not using some Chu Manchu, Vumu. That's the real deal, what I got going there. Okay, anyway, so the Dow Jones, highly likely to break out of this falling wedge back to the upside. We're also in this pattern here. We're also in this that we broke out of and broke back into. I'm starting to learn how they kind of mess with the patterns. So a falling wedge could break back to the upside. I've been showing this on the 3-day, on the 5-day, on the weekly. We've been oversold on the 2-week. My 2-week is double bottoming. The 2-week is hey, I can't get much lower. RSI, the RSI on the 2-week chart doesn't get below the dotted line. The only time it did that was right here in the pen, no, was that? Yeah. In March of 09, in the 08 crisis, look below the dotted line. So you have to have a massive earth-shattering black swan event to get the 2-week RSI below the dotted line on any asset in the world. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Lifer, you're such good vibes, bro. Shout out to Frankie Candles in the house. Frankie, we love you. We gotta vibe out, man. We gotta vibe out. I was this close to flying out to Minneapolis. I was gonna track you guys down. I'm gonna track you guys down on the next field trip. I'm telling you right now, because I can go anywhere I want at any time. That's the beauty of trading and having a YouTube channel, right? You can go anywhere you want at any time. Say that out loud. You can go anywhere you want at any time. You got no boss, nobody to tell me where to go. I will never have a boss again for the rest of my life. Because of cryptocurrency, I will never have a boss again. Shout out to never having a boss again. Peace, dude. Peace, all the bosses that put me down. I had a lady used to call me in a room. Come here. I want to talk to you. I had a big chubby guy used to just talk down to me and make me feel dude, I had 4 or 5 bosses that just treated me like complete garbage. And honestly, shout out to them, man, because you treated me like garbage, you made me realize I never wanted to work for someone for the rest of my life. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you for treating me like a piece of garbage, because you made me realize that I needed to step my game up and get away from people like you. So to all my ex-bosses, if you're listening, if you're out there, bye, Felicia. I'm free. Today I realized how free I am, man, and it's just such a beautiful feeling. I was locked in for 18 years, 15 years, and I'm free, man. You have a boss, it's your wife. Nah, man, my boss, she's my best friend, man. She's my best friend. Anyway, so can the Dow pump to the upside? We're hoping it can. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour is getting to the overbought region, and you're getting to this resistance. You had heavy resistance right here. So the Dow doesn't get above 32,600. You can kiss this rally goodbye, and the Dow and even the daily could turn on you. You're getting overbought on the 4-hour. You're getting overbought on the 1-hour. You got to pray that the 15-minute can dig you out. The 15-minute isn't going to dig you out. So right now, you had your inverted head and shoulder breakout in the 15-minute as I showed you. You had this inverted head and shoulder that's kind of slanted and didn't really do what it needed to do. And what you did is you made this channel, which sad to say, but it's a rising wedge. And rising wedges break where? To the downside. And so right now, the stochastics are spent. You're at previous resistance because here you bounced, you bounced, you bounced. So this is a zone of resistance. And so it looks to me like the Dow will close red today. And we're going to start turning to the downside, sad to say. Fed meeting come out. So the Fed is going to be hawkish on the Dow. Is that what's going to happen? We got Fed meetings today, everyone. I really try not to trade until the Fed meetings come out. So we have some crazy information that, Jordan Powell is going to act like he knows something again. He's going to make a bunch of ambiguous, prerequisites that don't make any sense. And, we're going to do this if that, and that if that, and the economy seems this, and people say that, and I was just like, dude, every time I listen to that guy, I almost fall on the ground laughing. I cannot believe it. He might as well just, mime it. Dude, makes no sense to me. I already told you guys, if you've been watching my channel, I've studied the world economics for the last 10 years. I started getting into gold and silver. I got into Bitcoin because I started trading gold and silver on the Toronto Stock Exchange. I was an ETF fiend on those gold and silver stocks. JNUG, JDUS, GPL, mining, all the mining, Hecla mining, you name it, I was in there. So congrats. I freed myself last year. 15 years of working from someone else. Never have a boss again, man. I love you, bro. I love you, man. I love you. So I say the Dow is bearish right now. I am so sorry to say this. I'd love to give us great advice, but the Dow is bearish. You're at resistance. You're oversold in the overbought on the stochastics. RSI is getting spent. MACD even doesn't really want to give you much more. We'd have to get a parabolic move out of here to the upside. We'd have to break through this resistance and this resistance. This is a giant double bottom slanted. I have shown you the bigger time frames. So what it means to me is maybe the daily resets one more time. We have another low, we get a bigger divergence, and then the 2-week chart really begins to pump. But at one point, we will get a relief rally. It doesn't go down forever, everybody. And the 2-week chart suggests that eventually we're going to get a push back to the upside on the Dow Jones Industrial. Funny, I never start with the Dow, but I just kind of want to give you a picture of what the Dow is doing so you can kind of understand. Okay, let's take a look at BTC now, okay? So if you were in my trading group last night, it all started right here. Let's break it down on the 15-minute. 15-minute is a pretty go-to chart for me. It gives me a lot of detailed information about about where we're going and kind of how the bigger time frames are going to play out. I use the 15-minute religiously, constantly. So last night, let me just show you. I love to kind of show you what we were doing. And I could timestamp this and show you in the Discord, but if you're in my Discord, we start calling inverted head and shoulders here and bounces to the upside. Why do we call a bounce? I'll tell you why, because we called this short perfectly on the live stream yesterday. I don't know if you were here, but bang. And then once we got low on the RSI, on the stochastics, I like to long when the 4 hours low. And I go over this, and I make it really simple. 4 hour stochastics want to burn, bump. Right here, they're below the dotted line and turning, you get a nice pump. Here, they're turning and they're bent, you get a nice pump. They were turning below the dotted line. So I suggested that the 4 hour would give us a move. Also, in the smaller time frames, we saw some bullish divergence. This is class C bullish because that's a sharp downtrend. This is a downtrend, but it's slightly not as sharp as that one. What do I mean by that? And this is subtle differences, but if you make this parallel to that one, see, like, that's basically this and that are pretty parallel, and I bring it up to this one, you can see that they're not the same. And if these angles will hit each other and make a perpendicular or, a cross or a star of some type, that means you got bullish divergence. There's class A, B, and C. You get better at finding it when you get better at studying and learning. Everyone wants the money, but they don't want to put in the work. If you put in the work, you're going to be able to figure this stuff out. Then you're going to be able to long right there with the 4 hour stochastics low because you're going to see divergence. Okay? MACD turning on you also on the 4 hour, suggesting that this will continue or we get a bit of a bounce here. So let me just kind of take you back in time here on the 15. Now this is where we were last night. So look, so on the 15-minute, let's press play here. So I just wanted to show you why we decided to long down here. Okay? We also had a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. It wasn't perfect, but it was a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. There was an inverted head and shoulder there. We also, if you were in my trading group, we kind of flagged out this in the 15, and the 15-minute was oversold, and we were bouncing off the previous bounce area there, the support zone. So support and resistance would have had you at hello, even just being able to build a flag. And look, that is a W, is it? W to the upside, okay? Anyway, let's see. I just want to show you what happens in our trading group and kind of how my mind works. So I'm sitting there, and last night I see this, and I drew this and that, and I'm like, dude, that looks like a pennant that's going to break to the upside. Now, it hadn't broken up yet. If you can kind of erase this part of the chart here and act like that hasn't happened. Let me take out my moving averages to make it nice and clean. Yeah. So then I grab the measured move, which is the length of this candle to this candle, right? Which is the length of the pole. And I said to my trading group, I suggest Bitcoin pumps to the upside here. It's 68% chance. I said, we're low on the 4 hour, on the 15-minute. We were also low, we were squiggling on the 1 hour, but the 1 hour had been pinned. So at that point I said, hey, let's just see if the 15-minute can trade. 15-minute trades, I brought it like right here, the measured move, I believe right there. The 15-minute would go like a 0.5%. I was $100 off of the measured move. Pretty insane. At that point, I would say I would go to bed last night, and I was ending my day for my trading group. I didn't like what I saw for Bitcoin, and I said to everybody, it's likely we're going to take a dump here. So last night in my trading group at about 11:49 p.m., I put this out, and I said, we're going to go to the downside here, to the bottom of this channel, and then I even said, we could break down, and then there's other levels to watch here. I made a video, too. I do video updates, so you got a video update explaining kind of what I saw. I showed you that the stochastics RSI were high and likely come to the downside, and that was the time to short Bitcoin and to close that long. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm saying close the long, short Bitcoin, but I can't tell you what to do. I could just show you what the charts convey, and then you have to make your decision. So let's press play now. 11:49, I put that call out right there. Let's press play and show you what would happen. That would go exactly. And then these are bearish retests. Let me show you something else now that would happen. And all you have to do is know how to trade your charts, everybody. Know how to trade your charts. So then shoulder, head, and a shoulder. And then we would dump on a head and shoulder pattern to the downside. And the head and shoulder would take you down. You could also forget the head and shoulder. You could put it in a bearish rectangle. To me, bearish rectangle, because you came into it with the flag, and then you just take your flag, and that's where you're going to go. I mean, this is clockwork. Then I showed this line, and then I know this is insane. It sounds like, but then what I did was, at that point, I drew this line, and I suggested, hey, now that we're dumping here, and we made the dump, I said we're low on the stochastics, and I drew this line. I said we're probably going to get to the top of this channel. I said this is a falling wedge now that has a 68% chance of breaking to the upside, and we'd have to break above the zone. I know this is insane. People think, how could he be that right? It's absolutely nuts. But all I'm showing you is how to play the stochastics RSI, how accurate they are. I'm not showing you how accurate I am. I'm showing you how accurate the measured moves are. So look, measured move last night, stochastics were high. Also, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Also, you hit the top of the channel. I had figured out where the channel was. I had drawn my channel. So once you figure out the channel, it's also easier. A lot of times, you know what's crazy? The channel will coincide with the measured move. I can't believe it. Someone in my trading group did it the other day. He drew the measured move and he goes, oh my God, it hits the exact top of the channel. Mind blown. It happens to me all the time. I'm telling you, all the time. All the time. So once you understand, look, if you're in a channel, you'll stay in it till you don't. So you have to assume you were going to bounce here. You did not. You ended up to the downside, made a flag, head and shoulder pattern, and then you dumped to the downside. This was pretty easy to play. No, I'm saying nothing of this was easy to play. But again, let me show you something else that's going to blow your mind. If you didn't see enough now, shoulder, head, and then you have like a complex right shoulder with multiple bumps. But that is a head and shoulder pattern. Whenever you see, a right shoulder action with the big head and shoulder, and then you take your measured move, which is the head to the neckline, and that tells you kind of where you're going to go out of the shoulder. Pretty crazy how this stuff works out over and over again. Anyway, where's Bitcoin going now? What's about to happen? Shout out to everybody in the trading group. Thank you guys for holding me down. And shout out to all the wins, man. My elite traders are just banging on them. While Bitcoin's been heavy duty for me. I've been on Bitcoin. But while I'm on Bitcoin, I got my traders chewing away at the altcoins. And my buddy had a possible move here, and he nailed this call right here. Bang, bang, bang. He put God's Unchained out, and he hit it for absolute bang, bang, bang. 45% gains. Put out yesterday at 3:05. We hit this morning at 6:48 a.m. And this is exactly the same trading style. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. We had, other levels. We teach you through these charts. All these, we're not giving calls. We're teaching you through these charts. This is elite traders group. And if you look at God's, look how clean and this is what I demand so much of the people that work with me. And I demand detail. I demand exceptional work. And they know that. And they want to be exceptional. There are people that demand the same thing of themselves. So we combine to form Voltron. And when you're in my trading group, it's just unbelievable. So look, falling wedge, he says. 15-minute RSI is low. 4-hour SRSI is low. Falling volume with falling price. Price is at the 706 Fibonacci level, and the RSI is in a bullish pattern, right? Stop loss under the support at the 786 fib even shows you that you're under the fib level on the bounce. When you put your stop loss below a fib, unbelievable. 332 to the 18 risk, right? It's almost a 333. Potential risk profit is 82%. Potential loss is 24. Gives you the link and everything. And then you got, always hit the link, everybody. You must hit the link so you can see it nice and big and detailed here. And this was, falling volume with falling price. Everything that I go over here, everything that I teach. MACD had the pink showing. And low stochastics and bang, bang, bang. God's Unchained to the upside. So now look, you're high on the stochastics in the 15-minute and you're at resistance. What do you think is going to happen? Right? You could even open up this like that, but I don't think that's happening. You did break out. But what you're going to do now is you're going to make a flag. So now I project my flag, and that's, see, I projected this before it happened. It filled out, and then we made our move. Same scenario. Look, then I can draw this, and I can say, well, measured move could be that. There's kind of two in between. But this, and basically back to the resistance. I'm willing to kind of push that up a little more. And so now the 15-minute needs to reset. I put alerts here on the stochastics RSI. Look how beautiful these alerts work. When the alerts hit, bang. And I give it away for free. Most people will never give away their trading secrets. And people will be like, if you were such a good trader, then why wouldn't you wouldn't tell anybody your secrets, I believe I could die tomorrow. I almost died numerous times. So I'm not like everybody else. I've almost died. I believe I could die tomorrow. I truly believe that. I truly believe there's no guarantee that the Crypto Lifer will be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. So right now, I have a chance to teach. Right now, I have a chance to change lives. Right now, in the present moment, I have a moment in time to do the right thing, right? So, and when it comes to that, I got to do the right thing. If you live every day like it could be your last, then you're going to make the best of every day. Like when I pick up my daughter from school today, I'm going to make it the best. I'm going to hug her. I'm going to be like, man, when I breathe in the air as I walk, I'm going to breathe in every ounce of that air. And, I'm not going to be in front of my computer. I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be enjoying that moment in time, right? It's not easy to be in this trading group. I have 500 people, looking at every single thing that I'm doing and always constantly analyzing Bitcoin. Not easy at all. One of the hardest jobs in the world, but I love every second of it because of the testimonials that I get. The testimonials keep me going every single day. More water. Always hydrate. Shout out to each and every one of you. Not financial advice here at all. Damn, you're on it today. Fire. Shout out to Jack Spence and my man. Some days I am just on a zooming train ready to bundle over. And other days, I'm a human being. But today I have the energy like you read about. I did take magnesium. So shout out to my man, John. John, I love you like a brother, John. I really do. I love you like a brother, man. I do get close. I get a big heart. So that's why I try not to get too many people in my life because I love everybody near me. And if you're near me, I'm going to start loving you. That's just who I am. I'm going to start loving on you. I'm going to start helping you. I'm going to want to start doing things to try to help you see things, right? And I'm going to start asking you for advice too if you know things that I don't. So we can help each other get to the next level. So this is what I see here for Bitcoin. I don't really have to wait on it much. It got rejected by 30K, we could say. 30,000 right there. 29 and 30K has really been our zone, our area, right? Smaller time frame, and we'll zoom into a bigger chart and we'll get into the other things. But smaller time frame right now, I see Bitcoin making a bit of a flag. Look, it's going to make a shoulder, head, and a possible shoulder. So project the idea that this inverted head and shoulder breaks to the upside. That'll coincide with confluence. The 4 hour still has momentum. Remember that. And we kind of double bottomed here. Giant double bottom in a way. You see this? Let me show you if you didn't, because possible giant double bottom forming to the upside. Okay. You just got to play the TA the way you can see it. So I'm projecting just like we projected before. And I showed you how my projections played out the last time and this time. And everyone thinks, oh, he's too crazy. Da, 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 da. But how accurate are we? Last night we called this pump. Then right at the exact moment, we called exactly when to switch short. It's literally like ping pong, baby. Name me a trader that did that in the trading group, man. I love it. So anyway, let's stay humble. Let's stay focused. Anything could happen, and I could be wrong any day of the week, man. This is, let's stay humble. I got to stay humble at all times. Anyway, so we told you the Dow, maybe the Dow ends up green, but wow, it's pumping. What stops the Dow from, the Dow ends up red. What stops the Dow from ending red is if it can break through this resistance bar here that I got drawn. You see the Dow break through that, then changes the story altogether. Morning glory. Let's take a look at the dollar index. And what we didn't want was a bounce here. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing. Actually, no, we did get the rejection. This is nice. So look, right here we had a bounce. So when the dollar index pumped up here on the 15-minute a few hours ago, I circled this and I was like, rejection for the dollar would be nice right here, right? Because let's look at the open it up 4-hour time frame. So you know, because this is your and this is support and resistance. It's just textbook, but there's your bounce. And how crazy is this? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder in the dollar index pumped to the upside, right? And then look, what do you make? A rising wedge that broke out and broke back down into the pattern. Rising wedges break where? To the downside. It doesn't matter what asset you're trading. It does not matter, everybody. So look, the dollar in a falling wedge. However, I didn't like that the daily wanted to bounce back to the upside. See that? I've been talking about this. I said this is the falling wedge that breaks back to the upside. And Bitcoin's overbought on the daily. So this is worrying me that we could get a climb back up. What I want is an M. I want a double top. I believe we're going to get a double top, and I'll tell you why. Because the bigger time frames are saying we got to dump. So the daily's the only last resort for the dollar. One last time. One last shoot. Now, it could even stay down here and continue to dump, and we could see some miraculous moves for Bitcoin. That could happen. I've seen that happen. So remember, as accurate as you may think I am, I'm only as accurate as the next day and the next technical analysis move, and anything is possible. And I believe I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Okay? Repeat after me. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Repeat after me. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Shout out to each and every one of you on the live. I'm sorry to say it so many times, but repetition is key. And it's so important that we get to these levels. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 499 people on the live. 246 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It would be so humbling and beautiful. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for coming on. Also, I've been talking to Arcane Bear. If you're a fan of the Bear, we're going to have the Bear on the show not too long from now. Shout out to Arcane Bear. I love you, Tio. He's an awesome dude. He moves with grace, positivity, and love. And he's just an awesome person. I used to watch him all the time and dream about being a YouTuber. So I can't wait to have a collab with my man, Arcane Bear, man. Shout out to the Bear. Shout out to anyone that's in the Bear Cave right now. I'm sure I got some bears in the group. If you're a bear, let me know. Put a thumbs up in the comment section. Not a bear like, you know, an Arcane Bear. All right. You get the wrong context and be like, why is he loving bears right now? This guy's a joke, you know? Anyway, so the 1 hour suggesting we will dump to the downside on the dollar, and we got rejected by resistance. That's beautiful. But look what this is forming now. The shoulder, the head, and are we going to make a right shoulder? What we want to see, all right, what we'd love to see is the dollar break this, previous resistance here and not hold this support. And we want to see the dollar break into this pattern and then fall out of the pattern. That would be beautiful. But so far, so good. The dollar did dump. That gave Bitcoin the pump. See? That's why Bitcoin just pumped to the upside. They're directly correlated, everybody. You'll watch the dollar dump and Bitcoin pump. Honestly, wait, I've never done this. Can you use the replay tool while you're in dual mode? I never did that. And Roar may make a big bounce here. 1 hour time frame. We're going to take a look at everyone. We're going to spend a lot of time on the alt today. I'm a little excited. We might have a nice bounce. Hey, live, you're new watching here, but I love your TA. Would you mind checking out AAVE real fast for me? Zachary, because you're new and your name is Zach. I love you, Zach. Let's duplicate my chart real quick. The dollar index. I got some fun stuff to show you, though. We're about to experiment with TradingView. Want to see how the replay tool works when I have dual screen on, and we'll check it out. Let's take a look at AAVE for my man. AAVE, thank you for the $5 super chat from Zach Sanchez. Much appreciated to you and yours, Zach. And it's time for some more water. Okay, Zach, let's jump into AAVE for my man, Zach. And I was a long-term holder of AAVE. Got into about $60. Believe in the project long-term. That's an M pattern. You know, M's are a little sketchy. However, we did retest, come back, and we're bouncing. You can kind of see how that's the dollar upside down, how the dollar just retested. You know, it's kind of interesting. But so anyway, so AAVE was in this ascending triangle. They are somewhat bullish patterns. They're bilateral patterns by nature, but they're 50-50. And honestly, you could even just take the length. You know, the conservative is just, you brought this down, and I mean, the base of the triangle, you should basically take your measured move. I always had a little slant as trajectory of price action. And, you couldn't get above this resistance here for AAVE at about, 108, 110. Came back down to retest 92, would bounce 108. Now it's in a new range, though. And it did get above, look, resistance, resistance, resistance. So AAVE needs to stay above $100. AAVE stays above $100. I mean, maybe it begins its move back to the upside. However, I keep showing everybody the daily is overbought on a lot of coins. Okay? The daily is overbought on a lot of coins. Now, I have shown something. I want to show you guys something that's interesting. Daily's high, we dump. Daily's high, we dump, right? Well, let's try to find the last time we dug our way out of a hole here. Was right around here. You see this? Mini dump. Daily would come down, but honestly, we would be in an upward trajectory even though the daily was high. And right here, look, the daily right here gets to overbought regions. And this is what's scary. Every once in a while, this indicator will fail you. Not fail you, but you're going to have to use your technical analysis. This is a rising wedge. You see? What will happen is when you're up here, the 4-hour will tell you it's time to get in. So if you don't know how to juxtapose smaller time frames, a bigger time frame may take you out of the game. You see this? This is something that comes with being a veteran trader over time. It's so hard to teach traders about every tiny pitfall, but look, bottom of the pattern, low stochastics, that would have saw you through. So if you know how to trade smaller time frames, every once in a while, they will get you through a moment where you might have panic sold. So see the movement, the entry was here with the divergence. See, this even called an R divergence for you, but there was a bullish divergence. And there was your entry there, and bang, 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 right? Bullish divergence, low stochastic, bottom of the pattern, right? Rising wedges break up parabolically when they do break up, even though they are bearish patterns. 68% of the time, I say 80, they're going to dump on you. They're going to dump on you, okay? All right. That is AAVE for you in a bit of a nutshell. Just want to show you back in time. So is there a chance we could continue to pump? There is. That's what I want to show you. Even though the daily is spent, there's a chance, okay? So the 4-hour will basically be your guide. And see how that, the 4-hour will really so if you just keep swing trading 4 hours, eventually you'll swing trade a 4-hour that will lead you to a bottom. And then you'll be able to trade that for a month or two. So you just keep catching little trades and eventually you'll catch a big trade. You'll be able to establish that idea. Also, see how price action is moving up? Stochastics is moving down? That's a bullish sign. That's a bullish sign, okay? That is a bullish sign. So honestly, it is an M. And M's could break to the downside, but also, if we get a little open-minded here, we get to the 1 hour. 1 hour is about, this is interesting. Here it comes. You know what's coming, right? Sammy coming handy to the upside. Hey, 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 hey. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Appreciate it. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 281 people on the likes, 495 people on the live. Thank you so much. Yesterday, we had the most watch hours that I've ever seen. 1,000 watch hours on the live yesterday because the live stream's 2 hours long. Right? If 1,000 people watch the live stream, right, that's 2,000 watch hours. Now we have 492 people and we get an average of 20 minutes. You do the math, it ends up, and we end up to 600. We got 1,000 watch hours yesterday. 1,000 hours. Pretty, of conglomerated watch time throughout the world. Pretty awesome. That means we're reaching people every single day. We're really making a difference. People are learning how to jump around the market maker. People are learning how to make a move. People are understanding how to use technical analysis to their advantage, and it's beautiful. Now, the 50 minutes a little spent. That's not when I like to get into trades, all right? So what I like to do is set my alerts. Highly likely AAVE comes down here, and you just got the most in-depth analysis of AAVE that anyone would ever give you. I didn't pull fibs, and I didn't look at the daily. I could have done that as well. But short term right now, AAVE looks like it is a bit of a play here, and we may get a bit of a recovery rally just on the 15, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour, We still got to deal with the daily, as I showed you. But there's a chance AAVE does break to the upside, but we're waiting, right? And I got an alert down here on the stochastics RSI. We're doing some brief daily maintenance. Alerts will be back really soon. Thanks for the patience. Dude, that's crazy. That's unacceptable to me right now. I'm the alert man. Wow. No alerts, dude. I put out an alert every 5 seconds. And if you're in my trading group, what I do now is I send this to the alert section. I have an alert section because I want you to set the alerts too. Because these are potential trades. So I am not a signals group. I'm a group that teaches you how to create your own signal. I'm a group that teaches you how to become self-sufficient. I'm a group that teaches you how to become a trader the way you see me. put it down on the live every single day. So if you're ready for this amazing metamorphosis that you're about to take, because you're about to do it, you're this close to spending $99 and changing your life forever. I know you are. Jump into my beginner's course this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's $99. It's the least expensive way to get yourself acclimated with technical analysis. And what I teach you there, you could trade Tesla, the Dow Jones, Bitcoin, any asset in the entire world. I don't just teach you cryptocurrency. However, I do give you the ins and outs, and I give you so much other insight into crypto. I am not a portfolio manager. I'm not a financial advisor. I will never go through your portfolio for you, and I'll never actually rebalance your portfolio. That won't be getting done. Okay? That's actual financial advising, and I do not do that. I don't have a license for that, so that's something I do not do. I want to make it really clear. I'm a teacher, you're my student, and that will be the relationship. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I hate asking for likes. I don't hate anything. Life's too short to hate anything. But I dislike asking for the likes. It just makes me feel like I'm like begging. But you know, and I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll grovel if I have to, but you know. Roar about to break out. I believe Roar looks nice too. Just joined the trading group. Woo! Shout out to Jennifer Morrison. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate it. And we should be 475. Yeah, wow. 2 more people jumping on into the live. We're on our way to 500 people in the trading group, everybody. 500 people. Just 24 more lifers to jump on in, and we're there, baby. And we're there. Matt Lane, I am recognizing patterns and building confidence in my abilities to read the charts. Thanks to Sam. Thank you. Shout out to Matt Lane. We love you, Matt. You're going to make a change. Thanks again, Lifer. I appreciate all your hard work. Bitcoin broke the wedge to the downside. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. 29,750. We'll take a look. So, 15-minute is overbought. Expect Bitcoin to come down. That's what we said. Expect all the USDT pairs to follow Bitcoin on the 15-minute. However, we could be making an inverted, and this could punch to the upside. So, we're waiting. Actually, yeah, the entry would be somewhere down here with stop loss at the previous head would be a really nice institutional support. Okay. You get tight moving averages here on the 15, so we're waiting for this to reset. And you could see some fireworks for AAVE, 18% gains. Okay. Shout out to my lovers of life. Shout out to the moderators. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. CRT Creations, send in a super chat, bro. Shout out to my man, Roddy Robinson. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Scotty Swing, Roddy Robinson, Scotty Swing, Love Learning. All my Grace Protocol, all the awesome moderators that show up every single day, cleaning up the trash, making sure people don't flood us with garbage. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa, Wayne, my man. Shout out to Anku Kutsubutsu, my dude Daddy. And everybody here on the live. Shout out to East Jordan and every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly, greatly appreciate all your support, your loyal support every single day. It means the world to me that we are moving forward at the speed of light. 27,000 subs and counting, on our way to 30K, baby. Let's get there I want to get there by June 10th. Because, you know, I had 10,000 subscribers last June. That's when I hit 10,000. June 21st, I think it was the first day of summer. And so we're about to 3X in a year. And I think that's huge. And if we 3X the next year, and I think potentially that's 90,000. On my goal to 100,000 subs, man, I'm not stopping till we hit a goal, baby. That's my goal, and I'm just stuck on it like a treadmill till I hit the goal. And then I want 1 million subs. So we're on our way to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We're doing it one day at a time, one step at a time, one little move at a time, and we can do it, baby. We can do it. Let's get back into Bitcoin for a second. Spent a little too much time on AAVE. But there's AAVE, and honestly, even for my group, it looks pretty spicy as long as that 15-minute, you know. And so this is set on the alerts, and so the alert is set. So everyone, please be checking these alerts. I'm showing you trades before they happen. I'm showing you my projections. I'm planning them out, you know, and this is how I projected Bitcoin yesterday. I did the same 2 things in a row, so, you know. Let's take a look at the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency and see what we see. So we found this bullish divergence on the total market cap. We found that we were in this, you know, ascending, you know, a bilateral triangle that could break up or down 50%. We move this here. I believe they measured move take us somewhere in between 1.12 trillion and 1.12 trillion, 1.12 and 1.1 trillion, you know. So all eyes on this idea. You could take the length of that pole. I'm just going to take the mid, you know, I'm going to keep it conservative and just take the base of the triangle. Trading 101. What did I just do? I hit like the 3-month chart or something accidentally. Yeah. It's not easy doing TA and stream, and I'm telling you that right now. You're doing two things at once and keeping people, entertained, and you got to get the voice. You got to get it moving. You got to get people entertained. They got to feel like they're part of something, baby. I love each and every one of you jumping on in. And so kind of a shoulder, head, and a wicked right shoulder. What an insane move for Bitcoin. They're pumping and dumping it all over the place. I mean, and this is the total market cap, so majority of it is Bitcoin. That's why I said that, even though I know we're not on Bitcoin. So look, this is what we saw. The head is when you usually break trend. So know that, understand. And you won't learn that from anybody else. I played this for years. The head is when you break trend. I've been learning that, You could bring this into and say, now you got two, But to me, I mean, you got the bigger channel at play. So you had resistance, resistance, resistance. This is a heavy resistance line right here. Okay, and you came to it and couldn't get above 1.25 trillion. So it's kind of a tough spot to be in, Almost a shoulder head, and are you making a right shoulder that could dump to the downside? Something to think about. However, right now on the 1 hour, total does want to push it. We're going to make sure we're not in replay mode or anything. Yeah, I want to make sure. Yeah, okay. So the 1 hour, the total market cap does want to push to the upside, suggesting that we bounce off this support and we move on up. Remember, the dollar does want to dump on the 1 hour too, so we should get a bit of a move. All right, let me say that. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, the dollar's coming down on the 1 hour. It's a really good sign. It's a really good sign for the total market cap that we will get a punch to the upside. Okay. However, the 15-minute, we're going to have to deal with the 15-minute coming down. As I told you, we're in a rising wedge here. So what I see happening, like I showed you, same as Bitcoin. You get your shoulder, you get your head, and then you're going to kind of do this side thing and then pump to the upside. So what I suggest happens. Total market cap basically is Bitcoin. Let's look at total 3, the entire market cap of all of crypto, all this, and we got the same scenario here. So we need this inverted head and shoulder to play out and break to the upside. Pretty much, that's it in a nutshell. This is what must occur. What Elon Musk occur. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we want to see. This is really what we want to see here. And we want to see this happen as the stochastics reset. We would like if the stochastics even did a half dip and didn't make it all the way. Form that bowl. I take a look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is pushing to the upside. So once that 50-minute comes down, bang, bang, bang. I'm definitely going to enter along today in some way, shape, or form. Also, now I see this. I didn't see this before, but there's your next channel. You have to assume that you stay in the pattern until you don't. So altcoin should get a bit of a rally to the upside here. Now, that should coincide with Bitcoin dominance coming down on the 1 hour. So we should be high on the 1 hour. No, not really. But the market can move together. And Bitcoin dominance doesn't have to dump entirely, right, for the alts to pump. You know what I'm saying? You can see like a little bit of the whole market could just move up. And we could get some blood back into the market. Not back out in the streets, Yeah, so Bitcoin dominance is suggesting a bit of a pump. And that means Bitcoin's going to go up when U.S. tether dominance wants to dump on you. So watch, I'm going to switch to the 1 hour. Highly likely tether dominance is up here on the stochastics and about to come down. We know this by juxtaposing all these different things, and we can figure out where tether dominance is already. It's right there. See? I told you that. Why? Because I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm an old man now, 39 years old, all right? I'm not a young 24-year-old kid that just started trading in 2016. I was trading so many different markets. The Toronto Stock Exchange, I got up in there. So, I mean, this is a channel, and this is suggesting, yes, we got the 15-minute, and I get the 15-minute wants to push to the upside, right? Yeah, see? So, hopefully, another push up. We make an M pattern, and then we dump to the downside. And look, that's going to be the shoulder, the head. This is the right shoulder. See how so I showed you on Bitcoin, we're going to make an inverted head and shoulder and bounce up. So, if you invert this, that's exactly what Bitcoin looks like. You see how all these things are basically directly correlated to each other? So basically, you know what's crazy? If you flip USD upside down, you can trade Bitcoin. Like literally, this is the BTC chart. How funny is that? Blow your mind, right? Anyway, let's go to the BTC chart real quick. Back to Binance. See how this looks just like what I'm looking at right now? See? See? It's just the dollar upside down. If I didn't just blow your mind, I mean, And you're going to learn so much here on this channel that you'll never see. I see the world in such a different lens. So no technical analyst will see it the way I see it. You're always going to get, and I know what they know too. I watch all their channels and I suck all their information. I know all their deep dives. I learned pi cycle charts. I learned it all. I basically vacuum cleaned every single YouTuber of all their info. And then I have my own info too. So basically you're okay. Don't worry. I watch all the YouTubers at 10 speed and I suck all their information out. No, but there are a few YouTubers that I watch it at like 2 to 3x speed. And I've learned from them over time. Just like you're learning from me, I learned from other YouTubers. And what's great about it is the more you get an education, the more you can build your education on your own. You know? Like now I can learn so much about TA from other TA guys. Like I can absorb it like a sponge. But before I just watch them, I'm like, I have no idea what he's talking about. You know? So there's just so much out here for you guys. And I'll be honest with everybody. I got horse blinders on. Like all these calls I made, I didn't watch anyone else. These are my own calls. These are my own ideas. I'm based on the stochastics. RSI. Stochastics RSI. If you take my trading style, it's projecting into the future with projected patterns. I'm constantly projecting. Look at Bitcoin. We projected right now. Watch this follow suit into my pattern and break out and hit my alert system, and I will bang, bang, bang. And then it's an inverted head and shoulder, and everything starts to play out the way I see it. Okay? This whole thing was given to you. I'm going to start deleting my old work because you don't know, but it was so cool how we kind of brought you through that idea, right? So if you join my school, if you join my trading group, you're going to learn these concepts. You're going to see these things, and you're going to be protected from the downside because you're going to be able to know. You're going to see head and shoulder, and you're going to be like, I shouldn't be in this trade. You're going to be able to look at total 3, the total market cap of all of Bitcoin. You're going to see a huge bearish, and you're going to be like, yeah, I don't know. You're going to play your support and resistance. You're going to understand where resistance is. Okay? So, I put in a lot of work, as you can see, constantly, and it doesn't stop. An hour from now, I'm going to put in another 20, 30 minutes of work on analyzing Bitcoin. It's going to be a constant process. You know why? Because there's a new person joining my group every day. There's someone coming out of work at any time. It's a 24/7 group that's around the world, and somebody out there is just waking up. Somebody out there is just getting started, and to someone else, that Bitcoin update is the beginning of their day. So as long as I'm doing 4 to 6 Bitcoin updates a day, I'm helping everyone in my trading group throughout the world, because you never know where their morning is and when their morning starts, ready to rock. So we got Bitcoin in a nutshell. I'm pretty happy with where it is right now, suggesting it's going to make this right complex shoulder, which also will make a kind of a wedge, and I'm suggesting it will break out the measured move to the upside here. Okay, once the 15-minute gets low, because the 1 hour time frame is got the JoJo juice. All right, 4 hour time frame also has momentum. It's indecisive, but it could be flipping here back to the upside. Let me delete all this nonsense as well. So I hope it's nice and clear for you. If I was you, okay, if I was you, I'm not you, but if I was you, you know what I would be doing? I would come to this live stream, okay? Right now, when I show you this chart, I would take screenshots and I would try to rebuild exactly what I'm building here. I would then use the replay tool and I would watch how the things I showed you played out. You could teach yourself what I'm showing you right now. I'm telling you right now, you could teach yourself what I'm showing you right now. If you have it in you to push forward, your brain is such a beautiful thing. I'm telling you right now, it's so powerful. It is so powerful. Your brain is so powerful. Okay. Shout out to Jeff Brown. Things are starting to click. Thanks so much, brother. Anytime, Jeff. Anytime. Believe me, things are still time to click with me, too. Love you all. Hey, Lifer, new watcher here, but I love your GA. Would you check out AAVE? We nailed that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being here. Okay. So we got Bitcoin in a nutshell. Humbly believe we're, and again, anything is possible. I could be completely wrong, and this could dump right now or pump. Anything is possible. However, the probabilities are with me because I've done this many, many times, and it's played out in my favor. So, especially in public. So anyway, we just did a beautiful market, and we hit 11 o'clock. Stream starts at 10. You get your 10-minute countdown. You get ready. You get your lemon water. You get your coffee. You get ready. You get situated in your chair. Then there's always that last minute. You got to go to the bathroom, or the doorbell rings. Something happens, and then we start the show. That's why I give that 10-minute countdown, just to get everybody ready, because I need a 10-minute countdown, so I give you guys a 10-minute countdown. All right? We've gone over the dollar index. We've gone over the Dow Jones. We've gone over the total, which is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. We've gone over total 3, which is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency without ETH and Bitcoin. It's just the altcoins. We've gone over the US Tether dominance. We've gone over Bitcoin dominance. We have a good idea of where the market's going to go today based on all these probabilities, and we look at them every day. And we look at them every day, they give us a good idea of what's happening. We do have Fed minutes today. So sorry, we do have Fed minutes. Fed minutes are today around 2 p.m. It's going to be a bit of a problem there. Hour late, but better than not watching it all. Shout out to Chris Pacino, my man. Hey, man, you can always go back in time. It's always there for you. Shout out to Bison9, my man. I met Bison9 last night, man. Shout out to Bison9. Shout out to North Dakota. Appreciate you and yours, man. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much respect to you and yours. FOMC meeting, yeah, now here. What's your thoughts on Luna 1 Metaverse project? I don't really have much of a thought on it. Woke up 12% gains today because of the TA and the system that the lifer puts out. Slowly but surely learning. I mean, this guy was in the beginner's course yesterday, and he woke up to gains. I mean, to me, when I started trading, I wasn't taught well enough to make gains in my first day or two. It was basically impossible. That would have been impossible. You know, we're showing you neatly and completely kind of how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bison9. Thanks, Love Learning. I know you guys are happy to be back. I got a long uphill battle after these last months kicked my butt, but there's no other group I would like helping me to get back on top. Theta making a head and shoulders on the 1 hour. Please tell me. You're funny, man. Lovely. Lovely. And now we're going to flip it, and we're going to get into the altcoins. We've kind of taken care of the day. We've looked at the Dow. We kind of see what we're headed up against. So later on today, if we see a big pump, if we see something happen, we're not going to be like, oh my God, we're going to be ready for it, right? Flame made a bit of a move. EOSC, which is a coin I've been talking about here and there, up 60%, and then it kind of gave it back. Looks like it wants the pump of the 15-minute, though. 1 hour must be spent the way I'm looking at it. No, it's not. Interesting. Went up a lot, gave it back. 4 hours still has momentum. 1 hour's trying to turn on us. 15-minute has legs. It's kind of a shoulder, head and a shoulder, even though it's so hard to see. That's a stretch. But I live in the Matrix, so, But you see this? It's like, I'm not going to go there, though. I'm really not. Bit of a double bottom here on the 1 hour. You can see we are hitting the support zone, and we aren't breaking it. A lot of bids right there keep pushing the price up. Interesting. You can also take your VPVR, your fixed visible range. Does it only work for Bitcoin here? And there you go. I mean, a lot of sell orders right there. Maybe a good place to take. That's basically where you have a lot of buy orders. That's like kind of like point of control, they call it. Medium price action. So anything below that is a steal technically. But I mean, we're in high risk, high reward territory. Let's go back to, and I don't want you trading the 1 minute. I just want to make that clear, But that's your high volume node. You also want to have one right here. You got a high volume node right there. Shout out to Jason Casper. Now I'm using his nomenclature, high volume nodes. Guys, check out Jason Casper. Love the dude. Nice guy. Really awesome. Only issue is if you get into two people's trading styles, it'll confuse you. So it's like you kind of have to, being with a trading teacher is like kind of getting married. You got to pick one and fall in love with them. So I hope you're falling in love with the Lifer trading group, and I hope you guys are falling in love with me. I'm falling in love with you guys. And it's not, it doesn't have to be, love doesn't have to be, you know what I mean. Like, we can all love each other, and it doesn't have to be, anyway, it's getting too much. It's getting too much. Anyway, this is a chance this could break out to the upside from what I'm seeing here. Bit of a flag here for EOSC. Slight cup and handle. I'm not going to cup and handle it at the moment. I'm not going to Sammy Cuppy it. But, there's a chance this thing could make a move. It's on my radar. And we traded this before, and it made some gains for us, too, as well. So this won't be the first time that I've jumped on the EOSC chain. I have no idea what it is. I don't know the fundamentals behind it. I don't really care, okay, at the moment. I do when I'm long-term investing, all right? I am an FA guy. One day I was on BitBoy, and they were like, FA lifer, not TA. And, like, they think, because people see me doing the TA, and they think I'm one of those guys that's just blind TA. And, like, no, man, I'm FA. Like, I research, and what I mean is fundamental analysis versus technical analysis. I research projects for sure, okay? And this got a 379 risk-reward ratio, and you get to put your stop loss below the moving averages. You're oversold in the 1 hour and the 50 minutes coming down for a possible move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for EOSC. I do like what I'm seeing here for EOSC USDT. Lifer99 Trading Group, amazing 24/7 research. Lifers, charts, and videos, beginners, TA, learning library, traders from around the world, elite charts and ideas. Hit the Discord, jump on in. And honestly, that one's almost even better than my pinned message, join the trading group. But I do have a link to the trading group in the pinned message if you jump on in. So glad I found you on Around the Blockchain. I'm a new lifer. Watcher now. Shout out to Mahun Yeager. We love you. And shout out to Around the Blockchain for really, really giving me a platform to grow, for really, really promoting me in such a beautiful way. I am so appreciative to BitBoy and the entire group. Ben, from the bottom of my heart, from my family to yours, Ben, you've done so much for me. Thank you so much, man. I love you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I will always be loyal to Ben, man. I don't care what people say, you know, because I know he gets a lot. He goes up, you know, when you're a big channel, you're going to get haters, you're going to get lovers, but he has more lovers than, you know. Shout out to Ben, man. I love you. Thank you. Yep, I call that dub again. There we go. Sad to say. I don't like calling dumps for Bitcoin. Had to do it a lot lately. It's kind of stinks, you know. So the 1 hour is oversold. So is the 15-minute, kind of bending on us here. And a falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. 68% chance of a bullish move here. Okay. And trying to get through the posting and the writing and all that. Let's jump into the chat here. Haters just mean you're making it, baby. Ben is awesome. He's the reason, ultimately, that I am here. Have watched him every day for a year straight. Shout out to Bison Nah, my man. I'm joining, just waiting for this pump. And I'm joining. Shout out to Frenchie Verse, my man. Shout out to Kate Moss. Shout out to Tim Duncan in the house. Shout out to Kate Moss. The real Kate Moss? That's interesting. Funny. Tim Duncan shouts out Kate Moss. Is that the real Tim Duncan, too? Watch, we have celebrities learning how to trade here. Hilarious. Tim, man, how is the Spurs run, man? Do you mind looking at sand? I'll pick up even more steam once the indicator takes off. Funny. Smash that like button, people. Do it. No. I create the steam, Danny. You don't get... I create the steam. The steam comes from the lifer. Everything revolves around the lifer, man. Wow, man, we were banging on them. People were, unbelievable. Shout out to all the new traders who jumped on into the group today. Shout out to all the new traders jumping on into the group today. Wow, I worked with Kate Moss years ago in LA. I'm a fan of Ben. He has some bad calls, but I think he's learned from it. And the Mr. X, you're funny, man. Watch him every day for years, man. Send in those super chats for a TA done on your favorite altcoin. Shout out to Grace Protocol. We love you. Yo, Jason and Frankie do an excellent job teaching. They really do. Shout out to Frankie if he's still here, man. Candle Mafia, baby. It was crypto love. That's how I found the lifer. Joined the 99 and have turned a little into a lot. Most importantly, though, the skills you hone and develop in the group. Wow. It's your style visualized. It is, though. Kate Moss owns 137,000 XRP. That's awesome. Lifer is a forever bull market. Want to join? Don't think I would be quick. You'd be good, man. You'd be fine. Learn how to make a measured move. Watching lifer. Appreciate everything you do. Shout out to Wilton Ziegler. Third time watching, first time liking. I owe you 2 likes. Great things you're doing here. Hey, man, you got to go open up an account on 2 different accounts and hit that like. Is it worth for a one-on-one of the 99? Whatever you think you need, man. Both are going to help you out. The 99 is less expensive, and it will get you going, man. Jump into the 90. I say you just take the 99 because we have all the teaching in there. Jump on into the 99. The one-on-one is for high net worth individuals that really want to jumpstart. They got 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. They want to really jumpstart, start getting it moving. They want to pay $200-$300 an hour. They want to get down. So it's for high net worth individuals mainly. That's what the one-on-ones are for. And believe you me, they love to pay. They love to pay. So there's no shortage of high net worth individuals in the world. I'll tell you that. Especially when they can see that you could possibly teach them how to make gains in the market. Let's get Kate to watch lifer. Yeah, we got to get Kate Moss out here, man. Let's get it going. Shit. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. About to hit 5,300 followers on Twitter. I greatly appreciate that. Michael Saylor. Bitcoin is harder, smarter, faster, stronger. Money. Now, I love that. Shout out to everybody here, though. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Look, Seth Green's Bored Ape was stolen, and now he wants it back. The way he did it was so pompous. He like texted the dude. He's like, hey, dude, you bought my Bored Ape. Like, let's figure this out. Look, looks like you bought my Bored Ape. Hit me up so we can fix it. What are you talking about? Like, fix it. Like, the dude's like, what do you mean? Like, this thing's going to be worth big money one day. Like, I'm not selling you the Bored Ape. But he's like, dude, I put it in a show and, like, I need my Bored Ape back. I would be like, you got to pay me. Like, if I had Seth Green's, what would you do if you had Seth Green's Bored Ape? What would you do? He wouldn't be able to get it for face value. I wouldn't be like, dude, I bought it fair and square, man. Like, I didn't know it was stolen. Like, it made it back to the market. Like, you wing-dinged yourself. Like, it's not my fault, you know? I don't know. What would you guys do? What is your opinion? I want to hear your guys' opinion on this idea. The way he said it, looks like you bought my stolen ape. Hit me up so we can fix it. I mean, I guess he said it kind of nice. I guess, how else does he say it, though, all right? How else does he kind of approach that situation? It's an awkward situation. I'd be like, hey, man, I lost my Bored Ape, and you did buy it. Is there any way we could work something out? I think that's how I would have said it. He says it with, like, I'm rich, I'm famous. Give me my Bored Ape, dude. You know? But he basically says, hey, I'll make it worth your while, right? Like, come on. I'll find a way to get you paid. Like, what if the guy gives it to him and it like he misses out on millions of dollars? Finders, keepers, I'm taxing. Right click and save us. Email him, one problem solved. He had it coming. Gossip about that guy. He's shady, man. Right click. Yeah. I won't tag him in my new profile pic of the ape on Twitter. I would tag him. He can pay the market value of said NFT. Put me in the robot chicken and I'll think about it. No, he has to pay market value. My thing is, even market value isn't good enough. Like, he's got to pay double market value because I'm expecting that to really, really, really grow into fruition. So, like, I wouldn't sell that to him for market value. Also, I know he wants it and he needs it bad. So, like, he's kind of in a precarious place of supply and demand. He's in heavy demand and I'm the only one with the supply. So, like, he's kind of stuck there, you know? One hand, sell it back to him for higher. On the other hand, the bigger person and just give it to him. You can't give it to him, Grace. You paid. You can't give it to him, Grace. It's worth 100 ETH. All right, it's worth $300,000, Grace. Like, whoever bought it paid for it. They paid a hefty fee. So if you gave it to him, you'd be down 300 grand. So you can't give it to him. All right, it doesn't work like that. You can't give it to him unless you're just so loaded and you're a billionaire. Fine, you can give it to him. You got to be worth a lot of money. At least. To give someone, how much money do you need to be worth to give someone $300,000 as a gift? How much money do you guys think? For me, if I had to give you 300 grand, I think I'd have to be worth at least 60 mil. Because, like, that's a lot of money to be giving away to somebody, you know? And to just kind of do it, to be like, eh. So 4 hours overbought here on FCL. So even though the 1 hour looks scrumptious, don't get caught up in stuff like this. It may just, you know, pump up, double top, make an M pattern, and then break to the downside. So my beginners, I want you to understand this. When the bigger time frames are in the high demand area, basically telling you that they're overbought, a lot of people have bought in. You don't want to start getting in. Like right here, we're in high demand here. That did not play out. You see? It did not play out. Even though the 1 hour suggested you may get a move back here. See, the 1 hour was super low. But like even they were all kind of high there. And that's a rising wedge that breaks to the downside. You see? What made me think that was a scalp? Maybe I was scalping that on the one and in the 15 minute. Yeah, it could have been a 15-minute scalp, and you know, and you watch the 15-minute, doesn't break that high, then it's not worthy of it. A lot of my calls, I'm basically speculating an idea, like this could happen, and then once you see that it doesn't even break resistance, you're like, well, that's not happening, you know, it's not going to happen. X tag making it all the way back down to like this 786 retracement. That's insane. So I'm just looking around the market, just scoping out what I see here. Possible phantom short here. Inverted head and shoulder in an ascending triangle. Possible little short for phantom on the 15-minute time frame. Bottom of the trend line. Again, these are high risk reward scalps on smaller time frames. This short does look nice though. Look at it. I've been looking at it for a while. Suggests that we may make 479% gains out of this short. I mean, the last time we shorted phantom, this thing made massive gains. Massive gains. So I just got to put it out there. That's the call business, not personal on the ape. Yeah, exactly. OpenSea is shady as it is. $1 million. $1 million. Yeah, that's so funny, right? $100 billion. You know, it's so insane. All right, everyone, send in the super chat. Send in the love. Let's go over the coins. Let's have some fun. I had over 10K worth of NFTs stolen. Didn't expect them back for any less than market. Was my fault. They were stolen. So sad. I'm so happy. I'm so So sad to hear that. Nah, I'm so sad to hear that. That's so sad. Lifers Beginners Course. We have a beginner course this Saturday. I have a banner, but it doesn't cover the Saturday banner. We need a Saturday banner. But Lifers Beginners Course, everybody, that's going to be this Saturday at 9 a.m., not Tuesday. But it's every Tuesday, but it's only one Saturday a month because I know people can't make it on Tuesdays. A lot of people have already signed up. It's been filling up fast, man. A lot of people want to learn. I'm so happy people that got wrecked decided, hey, I'm going to go do the right thing now. Haha, he's making a number for Lifer. Lane Hughes. Okay, so Layer. Wow, Layer just massive moves for Layer. Remember talking about Layer down here? Look, we nailed Layer in a cup and handle. Shout out to anybody that took this Layer call. Thought about Layer. We nailed it. Absolutely. And we called the absolute bottom for massive gains. So, like, you know, I do the best I can. Some of my calls hit my measured moves. Doesn't mean you can then keep your TA going and stay with that trade. I mean, 42% gains out of Layer. So I had you jumped into Layer. And look, Sammy, cup and Eddie to the upside. Just showing you how we call bottoms with cup and handles. See that? You can even say that's a bit of a double bottom. And there you have it. Unbelievable. We wicked to the target. We wicked there again. Honestly, it's funny. This is an elongated. There you got another cup. And then that's a really long handle. I've seen that play out with an elongated handle. I'm a guy who got wrecked. And now I'm in the 99. Shout out to Normal Guy. I love you, man. My first crypto tattoo going to be a cup and handle. Good job with the banner. Up and down, boss. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Yeah, right. It didn't stay up there for an hour and a half like all the other times. I need positive reinforcement. Thank you. It's like I'm a slow beat. Shout out to each and every one of you for here. If I'm breaking 1 mil by the next time next year, I will get a doing damage tattoo. Hey, man, you may just do it. You may just do it. Take the course. Trust me. Shout out to Wicked Trader for the $2 super chat. Spending his hard-earned money just to let you know that taking the course is highly worth it. Chi getting a push back to the upside. Who would have thought the old coin Chi would actually make a bit of a move here? Chi down in the dumps. Back at 1 penny. This thing was 27 cents. These coins have done just... This is a good thing about the market dumping. When the altcoins bang back up, they bang back up. Like, insane, you know? So, you know, it's a falling wedge. Highly likely to eventually, at one point, break back to the upside. Take the course. Trust me, I love that you did that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Encouraging people to educate themselves is a very smart thing that you did. Traditional markets recovering today. We already went over traditional markets. We do that every day at the beginning of the live stream, so don't even begin to tell us about prediction. Can't even say it. Take the course. Trust them. Chris B, he's telling you, man. See, a lot of people are just like, oh, it's a cash grab for 99. This guy's not going to teach me anything in a couple hours. I don't know, man. Last night, the course went for 3 hours. It was so intense. Like, I loved every second of teaching it. I could feel the vibes in the room. I could feel people really, really getting it. So, overbought on the 1 hour. Place for it to go sideways, but the 4 hour is in your favor for a move. That's a cup and handle as well. Savvy, cup and Andy to the upside. There's your cup. There's your handle. Measured move. Walk the plank of the measured move. There you have it. You know, and you play the 4 hour, and the 4 hour only put your 4 hour support and resistance and call it a day. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. 4 hours is a great time frame to play. I try to be precise with all the different time frames, but, you know, you don't have to be as precise as me. Lifer, did I hear correctly yesterday? You have a free course. No. The only cash grabs Lifer ever does is when he's buying the bottom and selling the top. Lifer's beginner's course is stunning. Lifer's a calm, focused teacher and share his years of experience. 2+ hours. He teaches his TA style from A to Z, the foundations, and first step for every Lifer. Lane Hughes, I will play what you see little by little, but the 12 hour and the day is overbought, so watch out for that. QSP in the 15-minute is low, unlike all the other alts. Thank you for Chisei Crypto, and thank you for being an awesome moderator in the group. Much appreciated to you and yours. So Fracture has a bit of a move here coming on the 4 hour time frame. And remember, Bitcoin has some movement on the 4 hour, so there's still momentum on the 4 hour. So a smaller time frame, so that means we could get some movement on the alts. Once the 4 hour gets overbought, we're going to close up shop, and we're going to start to short the market, in my humble opinion. So, yeah. Something happened here. my chart didn't play out, so I got to fix one of my earlier charts, the EOSC chart here. EOSC, which is EOS Force, which has to have something to do with EOS, right? And I must have this. Yeah, I was about to be like, wow, it pumped already. Look at that. Look at that. Already up 15%. Are you kidding me? No. Sometimes I have to go watch the live stream again and double check. I'm like, I do a fake out. I mean, we posted it at 10:07. You see, I put 2 stars next to. Hold up. Bear with me here. Bear with me. I'm going to clean this up and get back into show mode. Bear with me. We'll get back into show mode. I got it. Yeah. I mean, we posted this. Wow. I mean, that's up 15% right now. Gains, baby, gains. EOS. Woo. 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 Double bottom to the upside and make it a bit of a move there. Gains on gains for EOSC. Gains, baby, gains. Okay, so Dow Jones, bang, bang, bang. And again, look, that's a double bottom. They break out 68% of the time. That's what's supposed to happen. It is what it is. Look, you were curving on the Stokes. I felt that feeling. The 1 hour wanted to make a move. You could just, all the trading style that I push out. Also, I don't even have my moving averages on. The 21-day moving average is touching price action there on the 4 hour. 21-day moving average is interacting with price action, and we're getting tight on the 15-minute. You don't get in when the moving averages are far apart. That's a bad entry. But when they're tight, boom. They're tight, boom. We could see a bigger move here. This is just getting started on the 1 hour. So, again, here's resistance. You got to break through that. You break through that, you're highly likely to gap back up all the way to this next target, you know. 54% gains possibly coming. And once this happens to me, I'm swinging the stop loss to break even at this point. I'm already at break even with a, so I've only been in the trade 10, 20 minutes, already up to break even, ready to rock. So there you have it, okay? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. Look at this moving too. What the? So anyway, Frax looking nice to me too as well. Okay, FXS. On the 4 hour time frame. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. Believe they got to say Sammy Cup and Handy on the show. Like, man, we fought so hard. We became a staple in the crypto trading space, man. People know our name, man. People know the name of the lifer. There's more, you know, I said the other day, people subscribe to you when they know you, but there's people that don't want to hit the subscribe button just out of whatever. You know, there's 50, 60,000 people that know me, but only 27,000 hit that like button, baby. We're moving, man. We're doing it. And anyway, everyone's like, oh, he's pompous. I'm not pompous. I'm telling you that this is what happens when you work hard every single day. When you don't take days off, okay? When you don't take days off, you separate yourself from the herd and you begin to become, you know, you just push, you push, you push, and you become something different. And every day you push, it's like this. What I love about the no day off theory is, which is insane, but what I love about it is this. Here's Bobby. He's at like the life, and here's Billy, right? Sorry if your name is Bobby or Billy, right? And they both start at the you know, sorry, they should be the same size, Bobby and Billy. And they both start at the starting line, okay? And Bobby just goes for 5 days, but then he takes 2 days off. But this guy takes 7 days work. And he gets these 2 more days, whatever it is. He has a meeting with his team. He creates a creative idea. He works on projections. Whatever he does, he's working. This guy goes 5 days, takes 2 days off. This guy doesn't take those 2 days off. And my point of the story is, after a year, we all know that there's 8 weekends in a month, and 8 times 12 is 96. There's only 365 days in a year, so it just seems like the weekend, so it's not that bad, but it's damn near 25% of the year. So in 4 years, I've outworked someone 100%. So my business would be at 5 million, their business would still be at 2.5. So because I don't take days off, in 4 years, I will circle laps around most other businesses. And that's how if you want to be the best, if you want to be, you know, if you want to take it to the next level, I can retire at one point. I can retire when I'm 75 years old. I can golf all day long when my hips don't work. You know, right now I could be at my stand-up test grinding. So Sorry, 8 weekends a month. Not 8 weekends a month, but there's 2 days in the weekend, dude. So there's 8 days a week. 8 days in the month. 8 weekend days. It's not bad math because I did the math correctly. I said 8 weekends, but the math was correct. So you're actually, it was bad English. You're incorrect with saying bad math. I got you, Faha. And you got to admit it now. You got to admit it now. You got to admit that you said that I had bad math because the math was right. 2 times 4 is 8, and there's 8 weekend days in a month. I messed up by saying 8 weekends, but you know what I meant. There was 8 weekend days in a month. Okay, so the math was actually correct. The language was what I messed up on. I have OCD, so if you try to call me out, I'm going to make you call yourself out. So now you have to call yourself out, Fafa. You got to, man. I got to see it there. I got to see you be like, yeah, I said you were bad at math, and I was wrong. I mean, this could pump out of this. Looks like it won't, but, you know. Yeah, see, you're high on the 1 hour time frame. At resistance. You don't want to trade that puppy. But that's something I would put an alert on and then buy it when it's beat up. You see? Lifer on 1 this morning, folks. Don't play games. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Can I get the likes up to the watchers, though? We had 600 likes yesterday. For whatever reason, you know. We got up to 600 people on the live yesterday. We were banging and banging on them. It was unbelievable. We need to get the Lifer a custom golf cart with screens so we can teach TA and then tee off. You guys are funny, man. There's a difference between being bust and being productive. Moderation is key to life. Imbalance leads to a crash. Yeah, but the thing about this is this. Don't think I don't take time off. Don't think I don't relax. Don't think I don't golf. Don't think I don't find a way to enjoy the beautifulness. Like today, I will go pick up my daughter at 2 o'clock. And I'll take an hour to relax with her. I'll be in the backyard with my kids. You know, I find time to meditate. This morning, I worked out and meditated from 9 to 10 o'clock. I made sure to take care of myself. So, yes, I work every day. But every day is a balance for me. I balance the day. The day is balanced. The day comes with work. It comes with love. It comes with play. And it becomes with financial ups and downs depending on how I trade that day. But the day that's the day, you know. Lifer relaxes. I have proof. He's funny. Just playing with you, Fa. He should pay way more. Yeah, he should pay way more. I agree with you. This is the best live TA stream on YouTube. Thank you, Lifer. Shout out to Alphabet Crypto. Hey, you're not the first person to say that. Again, once a day, someone comes with the negative energy. It's all good, man. Lifer on 1 this morning. It's all baby. I just, once you're on a higher frequency, your body is designed to rest 1 day a week. Forego this. And you will get sick. This guy's so funny, man. Look at the runner go slide into the second base. You're funny. Look at that runner go slide into the second base. You know, the second time he did that, almost hit his right on the top of the kettle there. Good to see you. Hope you love learning. Meditation is so amazing. Check out Sarah Blondin. She's unreal. Thank you for saying that. Absolutely fabulous, Ronnie. So we got CAD data. We got some of the big winners for the day over here. Wow, Layer I still can't believe Layer banged on him like that. Meme coin making a bit of a flag here on the 1 hour. Getting a little flaggy, messy flag, but you know. Consolidation leads to pumpage. Build up the build up, right? He's actually at the beach on his iPad, right? 25K is the bottom. Conform. 1 day Lifer, Bob Menery, and Steve Inman to call a game for me. 1 day Lifer, Bob Menery, and Steve Inman to call a game for me. You know, I know Bob Menery. He's good friends with a good friend of mine. Like, this is just a complete coincidence. I go to a golf course one day, and my buddy's there, and he's like, hey, and him and Bob are like, he's known Bob since Bob was like a little kid, since Bob was like in his teens. So a good friend of mine knows Bob Menery really well. I actually have Bob Menery's number in my phone, no lie. Like, swear to God, look. I know you don't believe me. I have Bobby's phone number. He probably wouldn't call me back. I'm not saying he would, but I do have his number. Bob Menery. Did I not even save it? That's where. Or is it under Menery? I texted him like a while back too. It's so crazy. I don't think I can't even say it all loud. Anyway, so meme coin could pump here on the 1 hour. consolidating. It's not my favorite play, though. Just looking. Just glancing around at the markets. A lot of the 3S tokens want to pump on it inverted. The big chip coins don't look too great. Edgeware down in the dumps. Funny Luna been gaining. And look at this. I mean, up 146% gains. So funny, man. We're talking about it getting in there right there at that bottom. That's so silly. And just consolidating. It's kind of in a cup and handle. See cup with a handle there? Let's just put in a cup and handle and leave it, and we'll see if the cup and handle plays out. Am I trading Luna? No. Am I touching Luna? No. Do I have anything to do with Luna? No. Did I get bagged in Luna? No. Did I talk about buying tons of Luna? No. I discussed getting into Anchor Protocol and making that 20%. And I talked about I wanted to do it. I hadn't done it yet. I said it's something I'm wanting to do. It's something I want to do. I never did it. Thank the heavens. I had been a little devastated. I'm happy I did not. I would have gotten over it, but it would have been fun. It would have been fun. Maybe it's the music today, right? We had way more viewers yesterday. We got up to 600 viewers, and the energy was amazing. Shout out to each and every one of you. Luna Inu, baby. They have that? Hit that like button. Haha, fast between meals. Yeah, the Daily Stoke's hanging over the head of the alts, ready for it to flip. The Daily Stoke's hanging over the head of the alts, ready for it to flip. Yeah, it's got to come down first, though. You should just check some voice notes of impersonations of him. I know. When you truly love what you do, you'll work every day of your life. It's true. I fast between every meal, not financial. I meditate daily in the work and then work hard to earn for my family and to care for the earth. Shout out to Albert Brown. I love what you said. By fasting, we boost our immune system. Greatest biohack ever. Work every day. I'm studying TA every day. Your immune system lives in your gut, like 70% of it. So when you fast, you give it a break. You do help your immune system. I do fast. I haven't eaten anything today. I wake up at 7 a.m. I work out. I drink lemon water. I do everything. And my first meal is around 1 o'clock in the day, every single day. And I've been doing that for about 8 or 9 years. And I've had immense energy, immense strength. I felt good. I rarely get sick. I don't even want to say it, but I rarely do get sick. Okay, so remember we talked about MELOS being fun to play? And I like MELOS. MELOS is consolidating nicely. Let's take a look at the daily here. First thing you want to do is you want to look at the daily. Daily's going to give you, your support and resistance lines, everything you kind of need to know, okay? So check it out. Melo made a giant M for Melo, right? And then it dumped to the downside. Measured move was the length of the, if you're new here and you don't know what a measured move is, it's the length of the top here to the middle of the M. And look, that's eventually where you would go. Actually, there. That is exactly where you would go. It's just insane how the bots work like that, right? So anyway, let's get rid of that. So what do we see now is falling wedge, right? Okay. Always talk about how kind of you get that dip out. You could just include these in the falling wedge too. Is there bullish divergence on the daily? Slightly, not amazing, but there's slight bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Okay. So, 1 second. Because of that bullish divvy, all right? Because of that bullish divvy, slight bullish divvy, you could get a pump to the upside here. We are at resistance, but Melo's in a flag on the daily. Trying to loop. See that loop? I've seen pumps come out of that. I know it's crazy, but I have seen it. It is flagging. It's kind of doing the Bitcoin that Bitcoin might do later on with the shoulder, the head, and then they make the right shoulder there. We want to look at the 4-hour time frame. It does have momentum, kind of curling, but it does have momentum. We want to look at the 1-hour time frame, and it's curving to the downside. Suggests that we will come down first. And actually, I can move this up now and channel it into more of a kind of a symmetrical triangle, right? This suggests that Melo will come down to the bottom of the pattern, but it may be worthy of a 1-hour scalp after my alert hits. So that's why I put alerts here on Melo. What's the music? I know a bodybuilder like Rod. He meal preps and eats every 4 hours. Yeah, you got to. Please, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit it. Take a moment and hit it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Already ate 3 times, and it's only 11:34 a.m. Haven't been sick in years. I eat 1 meal a day. My man, Crypto Clan. You're only 1/10 human cells. Rest is bacteria. Look at that. I'm 90% bacteria. That's insane. I don't get hungry in the morning anymore. Sometimes you talk fast, like horse racing commentator. Yes. If you took all the bacteria out of your body, it would be the size of a small dog. About 9 kilograms in weight. It's so insane. Intermediate fasting, yes. Intermediate fast, yeah. It's also possible to break out for AAVE, even though the 5-minute and the 15-minute are highly overbought. It could, yeah, I've seen anything happen. But it's likely you're going to have to reset on the smaller time frames. Meaning it will break out, but in the next couple hours. You see what I'm saying? But definitely highly probable. Nutrition timing is goal specific. It is key. Shout out to Cloud Hung. I eat between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Boston/Heat. Yeah, tonight we got the Heat. I'm a fan of bodybuilding, but the jocks I like Djokovic, Messi, Ronaldo are all tiny, skinny. Thanks, Lifer. And you want to go to the red. You want to go to the red column, and you want to look at the coins that are down in the dumps. Okay, like this, like IDEX, that we took a nice 39% gains out of just the other day. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. This is a falling wedge here for IDEX. Hello, are you going in and out today? Okay, it's nice. I'm almost out of here. 11:36, working my butt off, but I always listening to the Lifer in the earbuds. Always keeping me in the positive state of mind. There's a match on tonight with the round bouncy balls they toss through a net. Whatever they call that thing, huh? This guy, he's like, whatever. He always makes a joke like he doesn't know what basketball is. That's like his funny thing. You're a football guy, I guess, or you're just not even into sport. I don't even think he's that. No, yeah, he's a football guy. He had his Tom Brady jersey on when I seen him. Last time we hit IDEX, we hit it for 39% gains. It's a beautiful exchange. Can make moves. Decentralization in its blood. You know? Oversold in the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours also oversold. Bit of a descending triangle in a rounded top there. We could see, it could, if it doesn't hold this area, look for always use a stop loss. Like, nothing I say is guaranteed at all, right? I am just a speculative guy who looks at speculative things and has ideas of what may or may not happen based on the past. Over time, probability does come into play. But you got to look left here. You do not have any support and resistance here. You break this, you could easily fall right down to 578. You don't, though. You bounce nice. So you don't really have any bullish divergence per se, really, either. Slight, swing down to swing down. That swings up. It's kind of, Can't go on that, though. Let's look at the daily time frame. Daily spent, which tells me that this may end up dumping to the downside. You may be even at daily resistance here, diagonal daily resistance. And this is what trumps beginners. They're like, well, the Lifer told me to look at all the oscillators, and I see the daily's high, but the 4 hour's low, and the 1 hour. And they're like, I don't know what to do. And what I tell them is, you can still trade the 1 hour and the 4 hour bullishly, but you just must know that there's a higher probability you'll get stopped out. So if you make the trade, just be pleasantly surprised. If you don't and you get stopped out, just take it as it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Network is a beautiful coin. I really like it. Pattern trading it alone has been nice. Look, it's been up, down, up, down, up, down. It's back to the bottom of the channel. Likely Network will bounce back to the top of the channel. So you can just pattern trade Network back up. Okay? Nice and simply. You can do whatever makes you happy. I could pattern trade Network to the top of the channel. This is something that I would look at. Why? The 200-day moving average is moving through the bottom of the pattern there on the 15. We got stochastics pushing up. We're at resistance. And there's a chance we could make a move here. Bit of a sloppy cup and handle. It's disgusting, but it could happen. And we're getting oversold here on the 4 hour too, which is a price point for a bounce. So this is interesting. Network may be a nice pattern trade here to the upside. Keep Network on your radar. Just 10% gains, but it could break out of that parabolically. But hey, 10% gains I'm happy with 3% a day. 3% to 21% is my goal every single day if I can get it. Let's take a look at NT. I forget the ticker because it's like NetVRK with a V, right? Yeah, NTVRK. NTVRK. And that's a possible 10% scalp. Pattern trading. Back to the top of the pattern, you see? And that's how you learn pattern. So if you aren't able to watch the live right now, but you're in the trading group, you're still getting educated. You're still getting stuff sent to your phone. You're still getting, given the squeezy easy, The squeezy easy. Where do I come up with this stuff? Over here. Bit of a cup and handle, did not play out. Gave you a little bit of gains, though. Ended up just fluttering low. Soul, which is Phantasma. I actually like this coin a lot. Bit of a shoulder, head and shoulder as it's slanted. Messy as all heck, though. To me, that's a descending triangle in a way. It looks too, Not my trade. Could pump, though. Could definitely pump. Anything could happen. Double bottom there. NTVRK, bullish divergence in the 1 hour. Thank you. Priest to crypto. Love the lifer fam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Everybody, I'm out for the day. Trying to get out of these 11:30 time. Usually we find more gains, but I'm going to keep it moving in my trading group. And I'm going to be looking for stuff in the trading group, and we're going to be over. Also, Fed minutes, not the best day to trade. Fed minutes, anything could happen. DAPP just keeps going up. Keep DAPP on your radar. This thing has just been in an uptrend that has not stopped. We traded it once already for a pump. I would look for DAPP for a move here. Oversold in the 4-hour time frame. Likely to get a bit of a pump to the upside. Bit of a slight cup and handle there. And it's at this beautiful new support zone that it's made. DAPPT. Okay. DAPPT.com. Possible gains there on the 4-hour. Take a look at the 1 hour. Could it be overbought? No, it's not. It's got momentum. 15-minute. Dude, that just rang the bell for me. So DAPPT on the radar as the trade of the day. Possibly highest, and look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Wow. We got some confluence going on here with DAPPT. So if I even move that and I let the shoulder spin out, right? Could say that we have to come back to the bottom of the pattern maybe a little bit. Is the 7-minute high? No, 7-minute is... I mean, when I see all these time frames low like that, that's a buy zone for me. We slap on the lifer indicator there. I guarantee, it's going to give us something. It's going to give us something. Roar looks good to me too, actually. Let me get into Roar. Now, see, now we're getting into that zone. I'm feeling that zone again. So I try to leave the stream, but I get the adrenaline rush when I start looking for coins and I start seeing what I know is highly probable to break out. And then I start getting that feel and that vibe, and I get into a zone, and that's when I'm like really zoned in. It's like a moment. I channel. We flying through. So 336 here, right? 31% gains for 9% stop loss. Let's take a look here. DAPPT on the 7-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour, all looking crispy to me for a move. Okay, oversold on multiple time frames. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Could have a little more downside. There's a chance, but you are touching the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour. It's another thing when your stop loss is between price action and the 200. It's a really, really good sign. Okay, DAPPT.com. All right, DAPPT.com. And did I forget a super chat, everybody? Let me take a look here. Send in super chats, everyone. When the market's awesome, we get tons of super chats. It's awesome. People are fun and engaged. It's a really, really good time. 24/7 Thai Crypto Girl. I judge you on your losses, lifer. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll have to come down there and bring you up. Crypto wifer. Maybe. Something I'm watching as well. Grace Protocol. Gala 3L. 12-hour time frame. And the daily are low. Gala 3L, even really? NTVRK, bullish divergence in the 1 hour. Thank you for saying that. 123 crypto is life and love. Week 3 for Tom Brady. Are you in, Sam? Let me know. September 25th. I'll think about it. Oh yeah, I got to come down and watch Tom Brady on week 3. Oh wow. Let's get these gains. BNB about to bang. KuCoin I have found is the best for futures in the US, but there are probably others I don't know about. Crypto Lifer. One quick Bitcoin update for the socials, please. Oh yeah, we got to do the quick Bitcoin update. Wow, DAPP starting to move already. Pounding. Craziness. Crypto Wakoni. Crypto is life in Lakota. Aho relatives. Shout out to Fafa. Oh, you're a Lakota Indian, dude? I never knew that, dude. Man, much respect to you and yours, dude. Wow. How much leverage do you take usually? 3x? 3x leverage. That's it. I don't go hard and I don't push leverage links. Just not my thing. I feel uncomfortable about it. I don't want people getting wrecked on my accord. Lakota, awesome, yeah. Crypto is life, baby. Okay, let's go back to BTC and let's do our Bitcoin update for the day. Wow, this thing would spike up all the way 23% gains. Some whale would take some profits, but wow, what a massive move for EOSC to the upside. 20% gains on the live stream. Bless up, Pine Ridge. I'm not Lakota. I study the language among many others. Interesting. Lakotas are the greatest warriors and people. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so now where we want to go here, we want to take a look at Roar. Looks good to me. I'm going to update that in the trading group. We'll get into that in a second. Roar looks good to me. Damage on the live stream, though. 22% gains on the live. Carnage. Straight carnage. Let's take a look at the show again here. And see the Dow, as I said, I told you the Dow would highly likely turn red today. I mean, it gave up all its gains that it had. It started to turn red and hit resistance, and it's at a rising wedge. So shorting the Dow, hitting the VIX today would be a good play, in my humble opinion. That just is what it is. That's what this hitting the VIX would give you money. Is what it is, man. Is what it is. So that's also going to give Bitcoin the heebie-jeebies. Remember, dumping on the 15-minute, and now, look, we're getting a dump. So, I was hoping it would make a falling way, a sideways consolidation, but now it's consolidating in a more downward motion. That is a cup and handle. See that? That's a cup and that's a handle. And we want to see this kind of stop. We want to see the Dow. We want to see them decouple today. The Dow keep going and Bitcoin pump back up. Suggesting that it could possibly happen because Bitcoin is low on the 1 hour, but the Dow isn't. The Dow is high on the 1 hour. So right now they've decoupled. I've seen it happen every once in a while. So for today, looks like we're going to get a pump for Bitcoin and a dump for the Dow. But we just got to get through the 15-minute first. So just wait for the 15-minute to hit my alert. Wait for it to reset. And Bitcoin's highly likely to make a big move to the upside, in my humble opinion, based on this falling wedge that breaks to the upside 68% of the time. You did break up. You're coming down and retesting a zone, possibly a moving average. And the 1 hour still has momentum. So until this 1 hour gets up to the dotted line, I mean, I humbly believe it's highly likely based on, what the charts convey that we're going to the measured move. Measured move is from this top channel to this bottom channel. You swing it to where we would break out here and to the upside. So that's your measured move, is back to resistance at about 30,000. Okay. From there, we'll go back and we'll reassess and we'll see where we're at and we'll go from there. Okay. So there's your update for Bitcoin. Watch the 15-minute in this falling wedge. Eventually, that falling wedge should break to the upside. The measured move is the length of this pole here. What you don't want to see is you don't want us to break 29,561 and you don't want us to break back into this pattern. If you draw this wedge right now for yourself and you see the Bitcoin back in here, no good. No good. So we must stay above the 200-day moving average, stay above this resistance, and stay in this falling wedge when the 50-minute resets. And then, bang, we're ready for the 1 hour to give us a move to the upside. Anything is happening. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. This could dump all the way to the downside in the next 5 minutes. This could pump in the next 2 seconds. Anything is possible. I am only showing you the probabilities based on the indicators that I use. There's a highly likely scenario that we end up down a little more, bounce off the support, and then break to the upside to the measured move at 30,160. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Thank you all. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Have a great day. Be safe. I'm out.